weekdays. Winners outside of Christian County will have their prize mailed. Any cash prize is mailed within 30 days of winning. Only if cash winners call our business line within 2 weeks of their name being drawn to provide their mailing address. Employees and their families of regional radio are not eligible to participate or win any contest.
WTIM. You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first in Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Camby, and we finished things out today with Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry. Mayor Berry, thanks for coming on this morning.
Thanks for having me, Reed.
Yeah, no, it's good to have you on. A little bit of a different time, but we made it work, and really happy about that as we start off another month. So, let's see. I know typically when we have you on, we start by talking about the construction going on in the area. A lot of that going on, and I'd love to hear about where you folks are at with that now.
A lot of activity on West Main. I was down there last week, and they seem to be doing well. They're again, putting new water lines, new sewer lines, new sidewalks in most areas, new curb and gutter, and it's going to be a lengthy process, and so probably be done mid-September to early October. So I hope that, and it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, and I think that's about the timeline you've mentioned before. So it's got to feel good that that's on
exactly.
schedule.
I wasn't down. I had to go out of town early this morning, so I wasn't down there. I don't know if they're working today because of the rain or the forecast of rain. But last week they had probably 20 or 25 construction guys doing different things. So we got a lot of people working down there, and I appreciate the work that they are doing.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're still digging underground. That's
correct. In some areas they are, and I know they put the some of the road there on the I think it was on the west of Cheney Street on West Main, and maybe a little bit on the east side. So doing good.
Okay. I know you've talked a little bit about like the funding for this project, and the various sources of that. Has all of that funding come in? And
yes, all that funding has came in. We got off to a good start because Congressman Davis got us a $2.5 million federal grant, so that was much appreciative, and we're finishing off the work, and we're doing that with the motor fuel tax funds and also business development district tax funds. So
okay, so you've got that funding in, and that's going to help as well. You have the city council meeting tonight. Sounds like there's also a special meeting happening on Thursday, sort of related to all of this work. Tell our listeners about that.
Yes, we decided to have a special city council meeting on Thursday. It's at 5:00. And our engineering firm is going to present what they would like to see done on the downtown area. That's money that we receive from the state through Governor Pritzker through his grant program. And so we're just going to see the initial drawings and see what the council thinks of it. The public is invited, but also we're going to have another special meeting and invite the public and have all their comments and see what they're doing on that. But as all city council meetings are, the public is always invited.
Okay, great. So you've got the special meeting this Thursday. Now, did you say there's going to be another one later?
There'll be another one where we will take input from the public. This is the initial drawing to see what the council thinks of it, and then also we're going to have a presentation on a public restroom on East Main. So. Like I said, the council's going to learn about a bunch of this and things and where we're going to go forward at.
And was the thinking with the later meeting, right? Like you present the plan or you get the presentation, and then people have time to get their thoughts together.
Exactly.
On it? Okay.
Exactly. Right.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know that would help me because I would probably, if you were to, get the public opinion, later that same meeting, I probably wouldn't think of all my thoughts.
No, probably not. No.
Point,
so that's what I said. We'll have a public meeting here probably in a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. And again, we'll announce it and invite all public input then.
Okay. So yes, that's what's coming up with the construction. Anything else to share on that before we move on to another topic?
Well, the East Main or the West Adams project will start again, I believe. We're still waiting on the historical preservation to make a decision. They've done all their work, and we're waiting on that decision. So hopefully we can do West Adams here in the near future.
All right. So the West Adams work possibly coming up in the near future as well. I want to move towards the lake because I know you've talked about that a couple times on this show, at least in my time hosting it.
We've done some great improvements there to the beach area. We put a retaining wall there. We will soon put areas to make it a lot more accessible. We do have a ramp down there so it is ADA compliant and wheelchair accessible. And also, I just saw the other night that they're planning a non-denominational church group next Wednesday night, June 10th. So again, that's put that on your calendar. It's going to be at the marina. So
okay, so you're saying the group is going to like meet there for like one of their events?
Right, one of the church, like I said, a church group, a non-denominational church, and so invite everyone to there too.
Okay, so that's what's coming up at the lake, and I wanted to bring it up because, of course, the weather's gotten a little bit warmer. People are probably going to be making use of the lake, so I figured it'd be good to, kind of recap that work. Sounds like some of it's still in progress. What's kind of the timeline of that?
Well, I would believe that'll be done in the next couple of weeks. Everything will be done there. So, yeah, it's mostly done right now, so you can use the beach, and the beach officially opened, last weekend. So go from there.
Yeah. All right. So you got some of it ready, rest of it looking for in a few weeks. So you're thinking maybe next time that you're on the show, you'll have it all done.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll check in on that with the lake. Anything else you wanted to highlight about the lake?
No,
before
they're doing well. We got all the lake lots rented out this year in the campgrounds, and I hope people enjoy the lake, and they are. It seems like.
All right, yeah, and I'm sure they will as the season goes on and as the work gets done over there. You've got the city council meeting tonight. It sounds like one of the things they're going to be doing, a kind of fun thing, is you're going to honor the state discus champion.
Right,
that comes from right here in Taylorville.
Right, we're honoring the everyone in junior high and high school, the individuals that made the state. I think there was 7 high schoolers and 7 or 8 junior high students made it to the state, and highlighted by 2 state champions, one in the junior high. This young lady, Daisy Williamson, won the state discus thrower in 7th grade. And then her sister, who's just a phenomenal athlete in person, Elsie Williamson, is the first female athlete in Taylorville history to win a high school state championship. And so it's going to especially honoring her, but we're honoring all the athletes that made it to the state. I was very happy to hear we did get a 2nd place in the boys this Saturday by Liam Bettis. He finished 2nd in the 1,600-meter run. So that's a heck of an accomplishment. And so I think that's the highest since 1965 when Bruce Aiken won two individual events in the state high track and field championships, one in the 100 and the 220 back then.
Yeah, no, that's super cool, and I'll actually tell the listeners what I told the mayor earlier when he mentioned the previous boys state champion, the most recent one. I had a little bit of a heart stop when he said the man's first name because of what I thought the last name was going to be. But no, it disappointed me a little bit. But no, congratulations to Bruce Aiken and to all of the champions that are going to be honored tonight at the city council meeting. So that's going to feel really special. Like for you, right, as the mayor of Taylorville, to hear about people, essentially winning championships and at this level, considering, the fact that Taylorville is a smaller town, although it is certainly one of the larger small towns, and yeah, just kind of putting Taylorville on the map for all of Illinois to hear about.
Exactly. And my heart's out to those athletes that put in the time to become state champions.
Yeah, no, congratulations to all of them. And then they'll be honored at tonight's city council meeting. City council meeting is always the first Monday of the month. I'm talking right now with Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry. And let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about some other exciting things going on in the city. And that'll be on the other end of this break, right here on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
ORG.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn lower, beans and wheat higher at this hour. July corn down 2.5, 444 and a quarter. September corn down 2.5, 453 and a quarter. December corn 473, down 2 pennies. July beans up 2 3/4, 11.89 and a half. August beans up 2 3/4, 11.93. November beans 11.95, up a nickel. July Chicago wheat 6.16, up 5.5. July KC wheat is up 6 3/4, 6.56 and a half. July bean meal down 3.80, 3.26 even. July bean oil up $1.75, 79.47. Livestock trade, August feeders 351.67, up 3.25. June live cattle up 67 cents, 248.92. June lean hogs 96.07, up 22 cents. Energy market, August Brent crude oil 97.28, up 6.16.
Hi, this is Julie Sanchez with People's Bank and Trust. Hola, mi nombre es Julie Sanchez con People's Bank and Trust, and I am here to share information about our Save by Spending program. Save by Spending, round up, where we round your debit card purchase to the next dollar and put that change in your savings account. Also, our Save by Spending rewards program. You can earn cash back on all qualifying signature-based debit card purchases. Call 888-PBT-1954 and learn more about Save by Spending programs. At People's Bank and Trust, we put you and your savings first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get ready for an action-packed week at the 2026 Christian County Fair, July 21st through 25th in Taylorville, Illinois. Come out for all the fair excitement. Friday night, July 24th. It's not one, but 2 country superstars in the grandstand featuring country sensation Terry Allen.
Nothing on but the radio.
And special guest Mark Chestnut.
I'm going through the big thing, don't mean Dallas.
For a complete fair schedule and to get your tickets now, go to thechristiancountyfair.com.
Hi, everyone. Nicole Patrick here, your local country financial representative at 1305 West Bresser in Taylorville. I'm proud to recognize the Tornado student athletes that represent our community by being the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game. During Tornado Sports broadcasts this school year, WTIM announcers will select a player at the end of each game who will receive a certificate for being named our Player of the Game. Good luck to all the teams this season, and go Tornadoes!
With over 8 hours a day of agriculture programming weekdays and 2 hours on Saturdays, WTIM AM, FM, and online is your ag information station. Listen by tuning in on air or online, and listen to WTIM Ag podcasts anytime.
Here's Dr. Pavi Gill from Springfield Clinic, Taylorville.
Lifestyle medicine is about motivating you to improve your quality of life by changing habits and behaviors.
Find out more by clicking Dr. Gill's icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
And we're back on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. It's sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and I continue my conversation with Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry. And we spent the first segment talking about the construction, work at the lake, and the track and field champions that are going to be honored at tonight's City Council meeting. I want to turn our attention now to something I think is kind of fun, the 4th of July. This is actually going to be your last appearance on our show before the 4th of July. So, of course, we got the parade going on, and this year, of course, is a very unique 4th of July. So, I thought for our listeners who are maybe thinking about heading down to the square for that, just talking about what those plans are going to look like for the 4th this year.
It's just going to be like usual. The parade is at 10 a.m. Lineup starts about 9 o'clock, and we're going to figure out the route. We had a route for the graduates, and they took the wrong street. So we figured that we're going to go West Main to Houston Street and then south, either to Market or Franklin. I had our police look at what they thought was the best route. They've not got back to me yet, but I'll find out today. And then we will announce the route, whether it's going to go down Market Street or Franklin Street, and we'll go all the way to Webster and then go back north to West Main and then go around the square as always. So we'll have that determined at the end of the day, and I'll announce it tonight at council meeting, so the news people will be able to get that and keep the route, and we will make sure that that's the route that we do use. So that's one thing. Again, my free hot dog luncheon will be on the square, on the south side of the square, thanks to Ron's Produce, Angelo's Catering, and Bob Ridings. Bob Ridings will be giving out ice cream, I assume. And one good thing about this year is Ameren will have something set up there by the hot dog luncheon to explain their efficiency program that is available to all residents and all businesses in Taylorville. So I like for everybody to please stop by either the hot dog luncheon or Ameren or Bob Ridings. And all three of us will be right there together, and invite everyone there.
Okay, so that's lovely. And when you were talking about the parade route, I was kind of trying to map it out in my head, but no, I need Google Maps for that one. But no, it sounds like you folks have got a plan for that, or you're working on a plan. And how, if at all, has the construction that we were talking about earlier kind of impacted?
We're not going to be able to go down East Main from Houston Street to Webster Street, so we got or West Main through Houston to Webster. So we're going to have to take a little alternate route. We're either going to go 1 block south or 2 blocks south, and I'll let our police decide which is the best route, and I'll let people know. And then we'll go to Webster, and then we'll come back and go around the square as we always do.
Okay, so you're working on that with the route there. Let's see. Yeah, I know you've spoken before about Ameren, some of the services they were going to be promoting. Is this similar to kind of what's happened before? And you've got now the
they were at our Christmas parade. They had a booth set up there. They're unable to be in the parade themselves, so they set up a booth by my hot dog luncheon, and I invite everyone to come and at least hear what they got to say. They might be able to help you a little bit on saving your energy bill and saving costs of your Ameren bill. That seems to be a big discussion out there now is energy rates.
That's right. So you'll have that there as well. So I was at the parade last year. Maybe I was in the wrong spot, but I don't think I remembered the ice cream being offered.
Right. Bob Ridings, the last 3 or 4 years, has always offered ice cream at the parade, right next to my hot dog luncheon. It's just on the south side of the square by U.S. Bank.
How did I miss the ice cream?
I don't know. And we've also had music entertainment the last few years. And,
I remember that.
And we're going to have some music out there that we have not decided what we're going to do yet, but we'll have music, probably something patriotic with being the 250th year. And, I just want to thank Ed Clayton for his generous donation to our fireworks display. I believe we've got most of the money for the fireworks, and we're going to have a heck of a display. But Ed Clayton stepped up, and he supplied most of the money for the fireworks. Over $20,000 he donated to the fireworks. So a shout out to Ed Clayton and Clayton Sanitation Services.
All right, yeah, and actually, that's another thing I should probably ask about the fireworks and the funding. So is that now fully funded? You looking for more funding?
Well, I think it's fully funded. I'm not positive if we've got the exact amount, but the fireworks is a go, and that's another great event at our marina. The municipal band plays the fireworks, and there's also other vendors set up there and food vendors. So I invite everyone to the parade and then out to the marina that evening, and we're going to have a heck of a time out there on the 4th of July.
No, it sounds like it, and I can't wait to see how that goes. I'll tell you what, we're into the final 90 seconds here. I want to actually shift our attention to the Christian County Fair that will be coming up, of course, later that month. And even though it's more of a county thing, and this, of course, is the city of Taylorville, it happens in Taylorville. And I was talking earlier with some folks at the Christian County Fair. It sounds like with a lot of the new things they're bringing in, they're anticipating a lot more people coming in from out of town.
Right.
Talk about, like, from your perspective as the mayor, kind of what that's, how that.
We invite the county fair every year, and want to have a big crowd. We invite everyone to come, especially to the concert on the Friday night. The demo derby always brings a strong crowd, and the fair, the Queen contest, the first night of the fair, then the stock car races and tractor pulls. So we get a lot of out of town visitors, and I think our restaurants, especially, and maybe our gas stations see an increase in business. So it's always great to have the county fair in Taylorville. And just like I said, I'm out there about every day. So if somebody would like to meet me, I'm out at the county fair that week.
Yeah, well, you'll probably meet Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry then at the Christian County Fair. Mayor Berry, thanks again for coming.
Thank you for having me, Reed.
Yeah, no, it's always a pleasure. And thank you for listening to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. Back tomorrow. Have a great day.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville. 96.1 FM.